Hello, everyone. Welcome to the African Descendants Forum, a vibrant platform dedicated to celebrating and amplifying the voices of individuals from the African diaspora, both at home and abroad. My name is Elizabeth Charles-Dede, your host, and today here with me in the studio for a one-to-one conversation is Joshua Takuro Ojawale, also known as Admiral Josh, an emerging Afrobeat artist with a growing cultural footprint. Admiral Josh is an emerging music artist gaining momentum across the UK and international streaming platforms, with recent official releases such as Ajuwaya and As-Salamu Alaykum, now available on major digital services. He is carving out a space within Afrofusion and community-driven music scene. Earlier independent work on SoundCloud reflects a longer creativity journey and the foundations of his evolving sound. In November 2025, he headlined Admiral Josh and Friends for the Love of Music in Bradford, a multicultural city where he is building a loyal grassroots following. The event drew diverse audiences and highlights his ability to connect across cultures, particularly with diaspora communities. His live performances center on unity, cultural expression, and shared musical experiences, blending independent platforms with global streaming services. Admiral Josh is positioning himself for international reach early in his career, representing new wave of UK-based creatives. He bridges heritage, modern sound, and community connection, establishing himself as a promising voice celebrating global African culture in the United Kingdom. Welcome, Admiral Josh. It's a great thing to have you here with us today.
Thanks for having me. How are you, Elizabeth?
I'm not doing bad myself.
It's nice to be here.
Same here. Nice to see you. So, let's get into business.
Yes, please.
But before we get into business,
Yeah.
can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Bonjour tout le monde, salut. Je m'appelle Ojawale Joshua, like she rightly said. For those who don't speak French, my name is Ojawale Takuro Joshua. And for the love of music, you can call me Admiral Josh. I am by origin Nigerian, but of course I've spent some years in the UK as well.
Oh, that's good to know.
Thank you.
You know, talking about music and your love for music, where did you get that from?
I mean, I grew up from a family where, my dad was a very ardent lover of Fela Anikulapo Kuti, who is a very, founder of Afrobeat. So I've always listened to Afrobeat from the grassroots. And I think that has played a very huge role in my interest in music and in Afrobeat as well.
That's good to know, and that's quite lovely. Yeah, how will you be able to describe your kind of music? I mean, your genre of music.
I mean, in today's world, yeah, we can rightly see that music has evolved. The Afrobeat that we used to have in the days of Fela, Anikulapo Kuti, King Sunny Ade has evolved today, where you can have a rap music that is also an Afrobeat. So my music has also evolved, all right? So in today's world, my music is an expression of my personality, what I think and how I see things. So I'm a guitarist as well. I play the acoustic. So in my fusion of music,
Yeah.
I embed acoustic, soul
Okay.
music, Afro soul, and I do rap as well.
Wow, that's really lovely. You took me back some years when we had people like is he Anikulapo Kuti?
Fela Anikulapo
Fela,
Kuti,
he
yes,
was
yes.
a very great guy, and of course we still have Sunny Ade. Those guys, they've really taken the African music to the global stage, and that's quite a lovely thing to know. So going forward, how do you think your music can culturally adapt to the UK music culture?
Yeah, thank you very much. One of the things I would first like to say there is Afrobeat music is a music that has color. When I mean color, I'm saying the variety of instruments that the African music has. And of course, the emerging of cultures is very key in today's world because the world has become a global village. So meaning that cultures need to emerge together. So when it comes to how Afrobeat and Afro music can evolve into the UK, I'm saying that no culture is, absorbing the other. Okay. It's a collaboration. It's adding spice to what your kind of music is. And I've lived here for a couple of times. I've listened to the kind of music that is here. Yeah. And I know that it also has a place in Afro music. So there is always going to be the opportunity to blend cultures. And blending cultures mean we can also blend music.
Absolutely. That's wonderful to know. I've known you for close to 2 decades right now. That. And I know you are multi-talented individual. You could actually be a lecturer during the daytime and the next thing you are also a musician, and another thing you are a family man, and the list is on and on. So going forward, I'd like to ask a question on how you have been able to manage or blend your music with your everyday life.
I mean, I would say that music, first of all, has to be something of passion, so it's something that you are passionate in doing. And if you're really passionate about a thing, it doesn't and never really leaves you. So even though, yes, at a point I was a lecturer, yeah. Aside from music, I've always known that music is a passion. And until that passion becomes a profession, yeah. You still have the opportunity to do music while you do other things, so. Sure. And for me, I've lived by that mantra. I've been able to cultivate as much talents that I have, but also making sure that each of my talents is not lacking behind. So music for me has always been a way of, I don't want to just say a way of escape, but music has always been an opportunity for me to express how I feel at every given point in time. So for me, I will continue to be able to blend my music with whatever facet of life that I am in, because I don't have to force the music. It's innate, so it comes in naturally.
Yeah, I know it's in it. It's an inbuilt thing. Thank you very much for that response. And I know recently you had you put up a show for Admiral Josh and friends. Okay, so besides that, what are other recent projects you've done, or maybe upcoming projects that you have on the way or you bring into us?
Yeah, thank you. So in the just recent concluded, in October, we had what we call the Black History Month. And it's a time where, the Black heritage is also celebrated in Africa, culture and music. So I've been able to have the opportunity to work with, a huge number of artists. There's AY Live. We had AY Live in October in Leeds. Yeah. There was also Black History Month that was organized by University of Bradford. I was also opportunity to perform in those events. Okay. Then in November, I headlined my own show called Admiral Josh and Friends. There we celebrated so many different, artistry, poets, spoken words, saxophonists, guitarists. So in the future, of course, the year is coming to an end already. I understand that. But in the next year, I'm hoping to drop like 2 different songs and also shoot a music video. Then also, fingers crossed, touch wood, like they say, probably do a collaboration with a British guy that I'm working with at the moment.
Oh, that's really good to know. I really, really look forward to that. I honestly can't wait to see what you have got for us.
Thank you very much.
All the things you have listed out. Anyway, now to my other question, I'm going to say or ask you what your thoughts are about Afrofusion taking the global stage in the nearest future.
Before the nearest future, in today's world, we can clearly see how major Nigerian musicians, African musicians, have also have the ability to collaborate with international Western culture musicians. Of course, we could tell Burna Boy having a featuring with Ed Sheeran. So at the moment, we have something beautiful where culture is intertwining via music. Yeah. So Afrobeat itself, in my opinion, is not just Afrobeat that we used to know traditionally. It's now Afrobeat that has been emerged with other Western cultures, other different cultures. So what I see of today is we have been able to contribute to the music that exists in the world, not just African music now. It is music for the world. Yes. All right. And Africans being Africans, I know that we could be very bold. So I will not be surprised when we begin to see international artists. When I say international artists, I'm saying from the Western world, also gearing towards Afrobeat, because music is music, So just like, for example, I'm African, but I also listen to some, Sweet Caroline, songs that are purely British. But I'm also, I'm also optimistic that in the nearest future we see Afrobeat also being infused in the culture, in the British culture, and British musicians, singing and vibing to Afrobeat.
Well, I really can't wait. I'm looking forward to that wonderful time.
It's the nearest future, so
I'm
looking
looking forward to that, actually. I know a lot of our viewers out there do not know that besides being a musician, you also play guitar. I know you can have your guitar right now, right here. Well, can you just give us like a snippet of maybe like a freestyle?
Of course,
something.
I will need my guitar for that.
Yeah. Do you think you need your guitar for that? Or you just give us
definitely.
a little bit of freestyle?
I would like to serenade the. Yeah, I would like to serenade the audience with my guitar. So, but while we work on that, you see, as of now, it is good to appreciate and to know that music has transformed into the world of today, or how much music is affecting or impacting the world globally. And for me, music is like an escape for me. I picked the guitar at a very late age, so it's not like I grew up with the instrument, but from the moment that I found the guitar, it helps me to escape my stress, helps me to escape difficult times. I mean, I pick up my guitar and I'm just stringing away. It takes me to a much more comfortable space.
I really have a question in mind I'd like to put out to you. And the question is, back in the days, we've got Afrobeat, we've got the reggae, and to be honest with you, then, those music are quite inspiring because they reach out to everyone in the highs and the lowest places you can ever reach, and it also addresses social political issues around the world. Now, this is a new generation of people coming up, and we've got a lot of people doing music. Now I'm going to ask you, are you doing music for the gram, or is your music to reach out to different people at different points in time?
All right, so let me first, if you don't mind, I'll first address the content of music that we used to have in the yesteryears. Now, if music truly is an outburst and expression of your inner self, it means that it is mostly sometimes what goes around your community that you probably most times sing about. Now, so that's why in those days, you probably see people sing songs about political instability, social decadence, and that's what used to be the drive for the music of those days. Not to say that those things do not exist now, but you can realize that the Afrobeat of today is basically for the gram and the Instagram and the likes. All right, so I wouldn't want to blame anybody or point fingers, but the truth is, culture evolves, and if culture is evolving, music also evolves. So while we can't say that we want to turn bright eyes to the fact that the music of today is not as deep in content, you really can't blame the musicians of today because of that's what they grow up seeing. That's the environment that they live in. The austerity in the society is not as much as it used to be now. So you really can't blame people for that. But my kind of music, like I said, is, I play the guitar, so always expect the best from my side, because the kind of music that I do is, basically self-reflective music. And I think I like to say that I do Afro soul. All right, so I like to speak to the conscience of people, and that's the kind of personality that I am. So and most times a person's song is a reflection of who they are.
Yes, that's true. A person's song is a reflection of who they truly are. And if I could get you loud and clear, what it means is the music is supposed to be informative, educative, and most importantly, entertaining.
Definitely, but you can't get that from everybody. So those are like the evergreen kind of music. And of course, not everybody is able to make evergreen music.
Wow, that's lovely. And I'm going to ask you, whenever you try to sit and put your music out there, how long does it take you when you're trying to put your lyrics together? And is it quite challenging, or does it flow easily for you?
Different songs, different strokes. So what I would say is, sometimes I'm influenced with my guitar, so I'm on my chord progressions, I'm just wandering around the strings and I'm developing different chord progressions, and ideas can come in. Sometimes I just have a topic in mind that I want to talk about. Then that also influences what I write about. Sometimes the melody of the song influences what we want to say about the song. in what I'm trying to say basically is I think that there are three embodiments of music:
Yeah.
the melody, the instrumentation, and the lyrics. So sometimes you get the melody first, the lyrics comes in, and of course, so each one of them can entail or also dictate what the music is going to talk about. So sometimes it takes a bit of time. Some songs you just leave them and get back to them. It depends on your state of mind.
Right.
You know, so.
Oh, that's good. So it's not in a particular order. The melody can just come last, the lyrics can come first, and whatever. Okay,
Depending
thank you.
on what you want to talk about.
Thank you very much. I think I'll really, really love you to do something for us, maybe just a minute. So you play the guitar, you know. I really need to hear you be on the guitar right now.
I'm from a place where the plants never grows, where the sun and the stars never shines. We got a life, but we really never live, 'cause we're trying to be like everything we see. So I'm gonna move on, I swear, no looking back, till the day that the world will know my name. I'm gonna roll on the floor laughing my ass out, and laugh out loud the problems I once had. So I'm gonna party till the early morning. I'm gonna raise my hands up in the skies. I'm gonna lift my voice and say, oh yeah, I made it. 'Cause in the end it's me against the world. I'm gonna party till the early morning. I'm gonna raise my hands up in the skies. I'm gonna lift my voice and say, oh yeah, I made it. 'Cause in the end it's me against the world.
There is fire on the mountain.
All right, you want to sing too?
And nobody seems to be on the run.
My strings were off somewhere.
All right,
Anyways.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on the African Descendants Forum. Stay connected, stay inspired, and we'll see you next time on one-on-one conversation. Bye for now.